Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today I'm going to be talking about something that I've wanted to talk about on the channel for a very long time. It's not going to be anything to do with what I normally release, like information from Wildcard and stuff. It's actually going to be more of a commentary video where I talk about some stuff with Ark right now that I've been thinking about for a while, because I really wanted to share it with you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy the commentary, and let me know, especially in the comment section, if you agree with what I'm talking about today. If you do enjoy and you think, as I said, if you agree with this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. The support has been unreal on the videos recently, especially on the one 2 days ago. I just can't thank you guys enough for that. The channel is growing more and more and more every day, and I just can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, so the main thing that I'm going to be talking about today is a huge thing that, considering I've been in the Ark community for like 2.5 years now, is something that we've had to go through ever since the game was released, but it's been happening more and more as we go further into the game. So what it's going to be about is basically Wildcard saying they're going to release something or saying they're working on something, then just completely saying nothing about it for like a year afterwards. And when I say a year, it sounds like exaggeration, but it generally isn't. That is how long it usually takes for us to get some news on the thing that we were told we were going to get. Now this video, I don't want it to sound like it's a ranting video. I don't want it to turn out like one. It might do a bit just because I want to get a lot off my chest about this, because it gets quite frustrating. But the main reason why this video came up is because, if you guys didn't know, Wildcard are now doing some bi-weekly live streams, which means every other week. So every other Thursday, they'll be doing a live stream showing off a few things. Now they said in these live streams, they're going to be telling us Ark news, which obviously is very exciting in that aspect, and showing off community creations and loads of different things like that, as they're not doing it in the community crunch anymore. And when you hear Ark news, you instantly think, could this be some news on something they told us we were going to get, which is S+, which was back at TwitchCon like 8 months ago, or probably even longer than that. I don't even know. You guys will have to correct me. I can't actually remember how long ago it was that long. And they said that, so obviously they were starting their first live stream the other day, and I was getting really excited about it. Sat there, sat down, watched it, and they started off talking about, so they said, right, we're going to be talking about some Ark news now. And every other piece of Ark news they talked about in the stream was everything I've covered on my channel for the past the past month, and also, well, the past few weeks maybe, and it was just literally the stuff we've known for ages. And it was kind of like people join the stream expecting some news on something brand new, because this is what makes these live streams exciting, but it was just old news that we've known about for so long. And this was really frustrating. I know for a lot of people, I think they were about 600 viewers and it just dropped straight down to 200 or something after that, because, it's absolutely great that they're showing off community creations and stuff. I think that's amazing, for the community and stuff, and people can actually interact with the game developers and stuff a bit more by showing them what they create with their game. That's all amazing. But when we're told we're going to get things in the game, and then we don't hear about it, it could be quite frustrating. So as you guys know, I expected the S+ to get released with that, but unfortunately we still don't have any news on that, and that is the same for so many other things that have happened in the past. I'm not going to say S+ isn't coming to the game, guys, now for the console, but I have a very strong feeling we won't be seeing it for a very long time. Now this links back to so many other things that have happened. Primal Survival. We were told that we're going to get Primal Survival. If you don't know what that is, it was play as a dino mod, which was meant to be coming to the console and the and the PS4 and even PC as an official mod, where you could play as a dino. There'd be like human AIs running around the map, and you could do everything that wild dinos do in game, and you can basically play as them. Now, it was getting closer and closer to release, and it kept changing, the date kept changing, and then they ended up just putting it on the back burner and saying they're not working on it, and they're working on something else currently. So lots of people were really upset about that, because they kept saying it was coming, and then they just said no after waiting so long. Another one, Survival of the Fittest. Everyone loves that, especially with the hype with Battle Royale at the moment. It's absolutely huge. Again, that's another thing that just got put on the back burner, and they said that we won't find out any news on that anytime soon. They said they're still working on it, but it probably won't happen for a very long time. And that's what they tend to do with a lot of the things. They say that something's going to be released, and then they either just don't say anything, they completely ignore the community, and they just sort of move on with other things that they release. It was like people were expecting to hear news on S Plus, and all it was the Nintendo Switch being Ark being on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get me wrong, I've got a Nintendo Switch, I bought it not long ago, and I am waiting for Ark to be released on it, and that's a great new addition, but that's not the exciting news all of us, we want to hear, you know, in the community and stuff. And I've now asked plenty of times, I don't constantly go on and I think it was like my first time where I actually said to them on the live streams, could we potentially hear something from S Plus on here, or just letting them know. And I don't even expect a reply, but you know, just somewhere in one of their live streams coming up, they just need to give us some news as a community about where this mod is they said was meant to be released as the next upcoming mod. Now, the reason why this would help out them, not just us, because the reason why it help out us is because we'll have a good indication when we'll be seeing it and getting to play it, especially as a content creator as well. But for them, it would stop so many people constantly saying the same thing to them, saying, where's S Plus, where's S Plus, where's S Plus? And then if they actually let us know what's going on with it, even just saying it's still in the works, that would just stop so many more people just constantly saying the same thing to them. And they never seem to do the most simple thing, and I really don't understand the way that they work. Now, if you compare it to a lot of other games, if they say something's going to be coming out, they'll let us know whether it's going to be coming or not, or whether it's been scrapped or something instantly. They won't be, I always find that Wildcard seems so worried about telling us stuff because they feel like they're going to lose players. But they're losing more players by just not saying anything. Like, it's so much better being more like sort of upfront with what you know, what you need to say and stuff, saying, I'm sorry this isn't coming. You'll have people complaining and stuff for ages, but then in a month's time, you're going to be absolutely in the clear to do what you want to do, rather than just keep saying to people that it's on the back burner, it'll be released later on in the year or something, when it just doesn't ever happen. And as I said, I didn't really want this to come off as a rant video, but I just kind of got a little bit, like, annoyed, I suppose, when I was sitting there watching that live stream, getting really excited, and literally every single piece of news, they said 4 pieces of news, I can't even remember what it was things we've heard for the past few weeks, that there was a PC, I think the newest thing was that there was a new PC server patch going out, which was going to roll back Primitive Plus servers or something. Like, that was the only thing that was said there. And if you want to do a stream and you want to, you know, or just let us know about when there could be the next big one coming up, because right now I really don't agree with how they're treating the community. I feel like they started off very good game devs. You know, I would always say Wildcard are good with communicating with people, but I feel like as time's gone on further and further, it's like they're less excited with their game, and not as wow, look what we could do with this, and look what we can, you know, the stuff we could add in, and be so focused with it. Now, seeing that they're doing, you know, constant weekly live stream, bi-weekly live streams is absolutely amazing, because they're, you know, they're getting more involved with the community. But I kind of feel like when I see, you know, I cover Sea of Thieves news, they're always active every single day on their rare Twitter and on Sea of Thieves, and they're replying to people's comments, even things you just wouldn't expect game developers to reply to. They reply to stuff saying they just say, like, to something like one of the comments in my video, Sea of Thieves video today, someone said, what's in between a sloop and is there anything, a new ship going to be added in between a sloop and a galleon? And they just replied at least saying, find out on our channel, keep subscribed and keep notifications onto all our channels to find out the next piece of news. At least Wildcard replying something like that shows us that it's still, at least that we can still expect something in a way, rather than just completely ignoring everyone, barely replying to the community and things like that. And I feel like Wildcard, the reason why they don't really reply to community is just because they just ignore things now, because they expect so much hate towards them now that they don't want to see hate, and no one wants to see hate. Whenever I see hate comments in my videos, you know, I just brush it off and just think, you know, and sometimes it's good criticism because then you can move on and you can learn more from the videos. But I feel like Wildcard just don't want to know about it anymore, and they don't want to hear what people have to say, and they just do it their way, which I feel is absolutely fine. You can, in life, you've got to do whatever you want to, what makes you happy. But then when you create a game, you do kind of have to do what your players want, otherwise you're gonna lose them, really. And that was the main points of the video that I wanted to talk about today. And it's just, I find out when I do these sort of commentary videos, so much builds up inside me about this game, and I just have to talk about it. And the last video I think I did about this, it was just after the video about Ark Survival Evolved dying, the game by, I think it was Clean Prince Gaming, I think it was, I can't actually remember, but he was just saying that explaining everything, and there's loads of other YouTubers in the comments saying, you know, I've been doing Ark for like 2 years, and I completely agree with every one of these points, but I still feel like Ark is there. It's still going to be safe. They've got this, but they've just got to make sure that this next year coming up, especially the third DLC, is... Now, I'm sorry if this video did end up sounding like quite a lot of a rant and stuff, but I just wanted to cover this, and I thought it'd be a great video, so let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.